Hello and welcome everybody here to another trailer reaction here on Flicker Effect. In this one, we're going to be watching the new Superman trailer for the first time. I say we because I'm not alone. By the way, I'm David Lotz. Joining me for this one is Bobby Jackson. How's it going, Bobby?
I'm so excited, dude. This is not, okay. Not only am I excited because we're actually going to be watching this Superman trailer, but I'm excited because this is the first time we've actually did a trailer reaction together. So this has got me really excited.
I'm not
I
at
don't know
all
what.
nervous about this going through without a hitch at all. Like
Well,
this is going to
look,
go super smooth.
we are going to give praise to the streaming gods that we will be okay. But I'm just very excited for this movement just because we're doing this and it's something we've talked about for years. For anyone who's watched our Flicker Effect channel over on YouTube, we've talked about it behind the scenes and we wanted to do it. We just couldn't get it to work for many times that we tried. So what better time to do it than with a new Superman trailer? And by the way, if anyone who is listening and watching over on YouTube, please take a minute to subscribe and to hit the notification bell. We're trying to get to 500 subscription subs, so please help us out over there. If you're watching this video, just click it. Even if you don't watch any of our other videos, just go ahead and just subscribe anyway.
It's not going to hurt. It
Nah,
only helps us and we appreciate
nah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, no, we've talked about doing trailer reactions together, something we've more recently been doing on the YouTube channel. So here we are. We're going to try this out. There's some technical things we had to figure out with us not being in the same location or even the same state. But I think you're going to be able to see the trailer okay on your side. But yeah, this is, I mean, correct me, I guess you would call this the first full trailer for Superman. The trailer that we had before is actually a teaser. And
Yep.
then we had the kind of extended clip teaser that came out, which was basically, I think, what they showed at CinemaCon, right?
Exactly. Or I hear it's slightly different than what they
Okay.
showed at CinemaCon, but for all intents and purposes, it's what they showed at CinemaCon.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So we've seen those. Part of me
Hmm.
was surprised you wanted to watch this at all because you have leaned in the direction of not watching a lot of trailers for things. And
True.
I think the argument could be made that we've, as people who know we're going to see Superman no matter what, we've already seen plenty and we don't want to see any more. But you seem very gung ho to watch more Superman, and I want you to explain yourself.
Yeah, well, this is the exception to the rule. Like you said, I typically do not watch more than one trailer, maybe two. It all depends on what they give us in the first trailer.
Hmm.
And to me, that first trailer that they gave us for Superman was just not enough to really say anything about it. And usually, at least within first, maybe second trailer, you got more dialogue. You get the understanding of what the story is, and you really kind of get at least a good feel for it. And I don't feel like I got that from that first trailer. Not enough anyway. So that's why I am going to be watching the second trailer with you. And as far as anticipation level, I don't know about you, but if I were to rank where this sits for anticipation for the movies, summer movies, I guess we just kind of started and kicked it off with the Thunderbolts a couple weeks ago. So for the rest of the summer, this is definitely my number one anticipated movie of the summer and probably even the year, to be honest. So I am super excited to see this trailer, and super was not a pun. I'm just actually that excited to see it.
I would agree. I mean, in terms of anticipation, I think it goes without saying for me that this is my most anticipated movie of the year. Um, I don't know, like there's a part of me that's gotten nervous about this movie. And I mean,
Mhm.
I don't want to get too much into it here, but I think with just some of the news regarding like, them doing screenings and, what the reactions have been to those screenings and if they're making changes to the movie or not have made me more nervous. And maybe this sense of like, there is so much pressure on this movie as the first big DCU movie to come out,
Mhm.
like that it has to be solid. And I'm worried that it'll get overanalyzed. And I just, even as someone who's not necessarily a James Gunn fanboy, I just want James Gunn to be able to make his Superman movie and make it the way he wanted. And I hope that that's what we're getting for the most part. So I'm excited, at the same time nervous, but I am interested to see the trailer. So shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. Let's watch Superman. Make sure everything is good.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under
Okay,
a lot of
okay.
fire for what some
It's a
might.
lot of
It's
fire,
a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
Huh? Lex is the
Seemingly acting
president?
as a
That's
representative
interesting.
of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will
anybody
cause
except
more
for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were
He's
going
getting
to die.
agitated.
Yeah.
Ooh, John Williams.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Nice.
Your choices,
Wow. That's cool.
your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Oh. Oh.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. It's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Oh man.
Do you have a dog?
Oh. Oh. Oh, God. I don't know if you can see, you can't see it, but I actually teared up a little
You
bit.
teared
with
up.
that.
I,
I
know.
did
Well,
tear
I was
up.
looking
Oh
at the
my
trailer over
God.
here, not on our feed, so I was not seeing you while we were watching it.
Oh my
I
God.
could hear you, but
Dude, all I know is that's everything I wanted. That's like literally everything I wanted. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Well, okay, let me catch a breath.
take your time.
'Cause
Take your time.
I'm super excited by this. Okay. First of all, it's kind of cool because we did know going into it that they were going to kind of already be in a world that inhabited other superheroes, and so you feel like maybe Superman's been doing his thing for a little while. We don't know how long, but we know he's been at the job for a little while. So I like the fact that right off the bat you see that Lois is interviewing Clark, and she knows that he's Superman, and
Right.
she's like kind of prepping him for what's going to be sort of a grilling by probably the government or the president, who seems to be Lex Luthor. And or
Yeah, you
actually, I
said
think she
that-
said it was by Rick Flag, who's I think she said maybe a senator or something, because at least they showed Rick Flag Sr. when she said that. And so I'm kind of like, when she showed him when she mentioned something about a senator or something, and then they showed Lex Luthor when they said the president. So I don't know if those are misdirects or something else,
I guess I
but
didn't read
it
it
just
that way, that he was just
okay.
because they showed him that he was president. But
And that could be it just because that was the image on the screen at the time she said it. That's what
right.
conclusion I drew. But either way, it just shows that they already have an established relationship. She already knows. So I like that. It's like we all know the story of how Superman is Clark Kent, and then eventually Lois and Clark get together, and he eventually tells her this his secret. We move right past all that. We get right to it that they've already got that established. And so it's kind of cool to see their back and forth. And it felt right. It felt like she was the intrepid reporter. It felt like she was really giving him the hard questions. And as
Hmm.
she was doing that, he was starting to get even a little bit more agitated. It was like, because you could tell how passionate he was about helping people. And I love that. It was like he was saying he was trying to save lives. He didn't care about crossing into another country and what that means politically and all that. He's just trying to save people. And because of that, he's getting backlash. And I love that as a story point. And so I'm just like, everything else that they showed, just from visual standpoints, looks like it's an actual DC comic come to life, and with Superman and all the other superhero or superpowered characters in it. And so that to me got me really excited about it as well. And I think that just being able to establish this from the get-go as a start, I like where that's going. And just having, of course, that John Williams music in there is always gonna touch you. And it's just so incredible that I feel like, based on this trailer, one, I don't need to see any more, so I won't be watching any more
I
trailers if they
wouldn't think
come out.
so.
But two, I really feel like James Gunn may have nailed the tone and everything I'm looking for from this movie. Don't get me wrong. I love Zack Snyder's Superman of Steel, and Henry Cavill's my boy, but I'm excited for this, and I can't wait now.
I don't have much to add, man. It looks good. I mean, I'll say I mean, this has nothing to do with the trailer. I'm so happy this is not coming out the weekend of Comic-Con. Like, what, Fantastic Four is coming out that
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's enough going on that weekend of like, okay, I got to fit a movie in. And I'm like I said, I
Right.
mean, this being my most anticipated movie, I would hate to have to be like, okay, now I've got to like when am I going to go see
Stop what I'm
Superman
doing. Yeah,
and find
to
a
go
good
see
theater when there's a million other nerds in town that also want to see it. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, the tone looks similar to what we've seen, but even more so, like you said, like the comic book, and I'm pumped for it. I think it looks good. It definitely didn't give me any pause or anything. Nothing about that
No.
trailer disappointed me. So, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the only thing that, if I am going to be fair and say that something that wasn't quite right with me, was some of the visual effects. There were certain points within the trailer that Superman kind of looked a little off. Some of the action looked a little bit off in that scene where they were fighting with the robot, and then it
Mm,
was like the way it looked a little bit. But
a
those kind
little
of things I
little
don't really
animated.
care about. Yeah, exactly. Those things I don't really care that much about, because it's very hard to get CG completely 100% throughout an entire movie correct. There's always seems to be one part here or there that's not quite as well as it could have been if they had more time and more
Right.
money to put towards it. But just within a story standpoint, and just from what I'm going to be getting from a actual visual look of the film, I can't complain. And I'm just like, I'm kind of giddy and amped up now to see this. I'm so happy that this trailer looks as good as it does, because now I haven't looked. Normally I see a trailer right away in the morning or whenever it drops. And then I go and look at reaction videos, and
Mm,
like you might be watching now, watching us do reaction videos.
right. You
But
watch
I
plenty of
go
these.
around, I watch plenty of them. And so I usually get a general sense of what the idea and what the temperature is. And I haven't watched or looked at anyone's viewing of
Right.
this trailer yet. So I don't know what people are thinking. But for me, I think it just made me that much more hyped to see it just after seeing this. And I was already hyped going into it.
Yeah, this trailer dropped like in the middle of the day, and we're doing this at like 8:30, 9 p.m., at least here on the East Coast. So yeah, we've had all day to like kind of avoid reactions and now do this ourselves. But it's been a double job for me trying to avoid stuff because I still have to watch the Andor finale like as soon as we're done here. So I've really tried to stay off like social media for the most part today. So yeah, I haven't seen reaction to this either. So I'm curious to see what everyone is thinking of this trailer. And I'm sure, even though I'm probably going to be in the same boat, and I probably won't watch any more trailers after this, but I'll probably watch this trailer a few more times.
Yes. That's definitely going to happen.
That'll happen. But that'll be it for me as well. So yeah, what is it? July 11th?
Yeah.
July 11th. It's coming up, man.
I know. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. I'm like very happy now that this turned out to be as good as it was as a trailer. So, you know, I while Fantastic Four is definitely on my radar, and I can't wait to see it because I love Marvel and DC, and I want all their projects to be great. This has definitely been that one where I've just been like, please don't disappoint me.
Right.
If Fantastic Four disappoints me, I'll be disappointed, but I won't feel like I'm bummed and turns like, this one would bum me out if it actually turned out to not be good. So it's just, I'm hoping that it delivers on the promise that this trailer gives us and that it actually ends up being this good. So yeah.
Same here. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Like we said from the beginning, please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified whenever we post any videos like these in the future. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to go check us out on Twitch as well. We are Flickr_effect over on Twitch. We stream a lot of our record sessions live over there. So we'd love for you to jump on and join the chat while we record. It would be great to hear from you. With that, I'm David Lott.
Bobby Jackson.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.